Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another Blog Tech Tips. And as a part of the Blog Tech Tips model, guys, I have another tutorial, and it's a tech tutorial. Now this one is a little bit different. We're looking at a pump. Now of course this is a Vivosun pump. You can pick these up online. They're very affordable. The listing says that it's a 800 gallons per hour pump, and of course 800 gallons per hour is a lot. And of course we're not talking about the claims here. And of course this is the design. It has a open and shut mechanism on the front to affect flow. And of course these are very popular. This one that I got, it says it uses 24 watts. And of course this is the general outlay of it. Now if you have one of these, either for your aquarium purposes or for hydroponics or whatever you use it for, I'm going to show you how to open these up and how to clean this device. All right, so it's a general disassembly and of course cleaning tutorial. All right, so I'll walk you through opening this up. Now of course if you look at it very carefully from the top to the bottom, you might notice there is no visible screws. There are these suction cups at the base. There are inlets for water. At the back here there's inlet for water. It comes with a standard plug. However, if you scan, there's no way to open it up, or you might have tried and you are at wit's end. All right, so I'm just going to show you how to do this. All right, so in order to open one of these up, do note that this will apply to any pump, especially that looks similar to this one or is similar in design. It might be all black, it might be a combination of colors, or it might be green and black. It doesn't really matter the color, but of course the Vivosun is very popular. And of course, this was bought with my own money. Do note I'm not affiliated with Vivosun. You also take responsibility for your device. Do not attempt this unless you're confident or you know what you're doing. All right. But with that being said, if you're okay with the risk and know that you are taking the risk on your own, I will not be held responsible for any damages to your device in case you make a mistake. All right. So let's go. All right. So this is for those who want to clean their device. So if you want to clean it as a general maintenance, or of course, as I said, if you just want to disassemble it for whatever reason, all right? So this is a disassembly and cleaning video, all right? So I'll be demonstrating. Now for this, you'll need a particular tool. Here I have a tool. This is from a phone opening kit. You'll notice that this device here allows me to get into very sharp crevices. And if you do not have this, do get something that's very, very similar. Notice the thickness is about as thick as a fingernail, and of course it has a very sharp chiseled tip that's even finer to get into grooves. All right, also I have this screwdriver that I have here. It might not be used, but if you have something similar, you could probably get it done with this. However, this is very fine, so it might break off something. So try to get something with a wider tip. The wider tip will reduce the chances of causing damage. Can a screwdriver work in general like a wider tip? I've never tried that, and of course if you're going to use or try that, I suggest something with a wider tip with a very chiseled end. All right, so this would probably work, but it would need a wider tip. All right, if you're going to try a screwdriver, it's up to you. I'm just making a suggestion as a possibility of something that you can use. All right, now with that being said, let's get straight into the opening. So I'm going to use the official tool that I use for phones. All right, so I'm going to start at the back. Now, of course, the back cover is very easy. So all you're going to do is you're going to take the tool and you're going to slide it into the groove here. There is actually a groove. You're going to slide it up and down to create some room. And notice once I slide it up and down, there's a very fine gap that has appeared. All right, so you see this tool is perfect for the job. So notice now I'm going to place it at a central position midway. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open. So I'm going to turn, that's what, anti-clockwise. So clockwise will be that direction. We turn anti-clockwise. So notice that the body separates. If it doesn't separate, you can flip it to the other side. And you can try the same thing and loosen. So you can loosen, starting here, loosen here. And as soon as you're getting some wiggle room, go all the way around until the back comes off. Now, of course, this back has disassembled totally here. And of course, you'll see right here as well. This is the section here. Nothing is in here critical. The internal components are sealed off. The port is sealed off here. Now, do note, for cleaning purposes, you're going to find, if you're using this for hydroponics, that there's salts that will build up in here. So I suggest that you get something, piece of cloth, and you get in here, and you clean in here. Notice that the sensitive electronic components are actually hidden in here. So you're going to clean or wash this section right here. And of course, you can flush it out. Careful, again, this is submersible, but you can dry wipe here. And of course, you can carefully wash in this section. All right. All right, next, we're going to go to the front of the unit. Now, the front of the unit here is going to open in a similar manner. So we're going to take the tool. We're going to move it up and down. Then we're going to twist to separate. All right, take your time. Twist to separate. We're going to move. Now, the front is a little bit more difficult. We're going to move up to this section here at the top. And there you go. We're going to separate here. Then we're going to switch to the other side. Now, of course, as I said, the front is more sturdy, and you can hear it's opening. And as soon as I start to do the other side, notice that it's starting to open. So for the front, you'll have to do both sides. All right. So we're going to do here. If it doesn't separate, go to the other side again and do the same thing. You're going to move the front forward. All right. And what you can do is pivot it forward, just as shown here. All right. There you go. You can separate the base as well. So you can just go ahead and nudge the base. All right, there you go. So check it out. This is the front shroud. It opens and closes to give you more water flow. Now, if you check this out, guys, this is the front of the unit. Notice as well, there is a section here with this clip. The clip is on both sides. The impeller is on the inside. And of course, to open this, what you're going to do here is you're just going to hold with your fingers here, and then you're going to turn anti-clockwise. So just turn firmly, and as soon as it's clear this area here, you're going to remove this section right here. So you're just going to pull. Here you go. And it will come right off. All right. Now, of course, you can clean here as well. This is the section here that would have your outlet to attach your hose. Notice here, this is the impeller, and you can hold and firmly pull. There's a rubber stop right here. It slides on and off. Do not worry if it comes off. It can be replaced. All right, here is magnetic. There you go. Here is the section here. And of course, this is the magnetic housing. And here is where the impeller spins to drive the flow of water. All right, so of course you can clean in this section very carefully. Next, or after doing that, what you're gonna do here is you can remove the rubber from both sides. I recommend just one section. And of course, if you check this out, notice, of course, this is the mechanism on the inside. You can remove it, and there you go. This is the shaft here, and this is the impeller that spins. All right, so here you can wash these and clean them, and as soon as you're finished, you can reassemble. You can place the rubber back on, and of course, to reassemble everything, it's very easy. So just simply do the reverse. It's magnetic, it will pull. There you go. It fits right back into place. To reassemble this section here, and of course, once you clean in here all the gunk and the dirt. Another tip on cleaning as well, I forgot that one. If here is dirty, or this section that is metallic, I think it's metallic, you can actually use something abrasive, a cleaning pad, and rub this section to remove any calcified section or sections that has salts if you're using this for hydroponics. Likewise, you can use something abrasive and get in here, or something like the tool that was used to open to scrape anything free from the inside here very gently. All right, so we're going to put this back together. There you go. We slide that section back in, place this section here, and I'm going to turn very carefully. Should be easy from here. So simply just set it back into place, make sure it's flush and turn. All right, so you notice it's locked back into place. You're gonna place on the front cover. All right, so the front cover snaps back on. For here, it's very easy. The orientation is direct and straightforward. So there you go. It is just as when you did. You can notice the notch here. There you go. And of course, voila. So it's now reassembled. And if it was slow before, or if there was dirt building up your gunk where it wasn't sounding or pushing enough water, it will now be fixed because you have just cleaned it and disassembled it. So the disassembly process is a bit tricky. If you do not know what to do, hope you enjoy this tutorial. As always, recorded from Blog Tech Tips, saying bye until next time. Bye.